in half, making sure all of the edges are even, and you're gonna also wanna smooth out that shirt, getting rid of any wrinkles or creases. Then taking your scissors, you're gonna go about halfway down the shirt, or as low as you wanna go. I would suggest about halfway down, and you're going to cut up to the top of the shirt to about an inch off of the sleeve. We're now going to add that cross cutout design in the back. You can use either a ruler or an envelope. I like the envelope because it makes a nice even rectangle. And you're just going to trace outside the envelope, move it down a bit so you get a nice long line, and then go along the sides. And for the sides, I'm using a ruler so it's not as wide, making that rectangle again. What I'm also going to do is make little sections within the cross where I'm not going to cut the fabric. That way my shirt doesn't open up too much. To cut out the longer part of the cross, you're going to fold the shirt in half lengthwise, making sure the edges are even. And you're just going to cut to the chalk line about a ½ inch apart all the way down that rectangle. Make sure when you get to that smaller rectangle that we blocked out that you only cut part of the way through. And this will ensure that you're not cutting a huge slit within the shirt, which will make a big opening and a big gap within the back of the shirt. And just continue cutting those ½ inch segments all the way down to the bottom. For the horizontal part of the cross, you can continue to cut horizontally or you can cut vertically, whichever one you prefer. I like the look of the horizontal lines. They stretch out a little bit better. So again, you're going to fold this piece in half, making sure you're only cutting to that chalk line, and then again repeat it on the other side. You want to make sure that when you fold it in half, it's even on both sides so you're not cutting through the edge of the actual t-shirt. Bit more shape to the shirt, so I'm going to add a bit of a scoop bottom. I'm going to fold the shirt in half lengthwise again. Using my chalk, I'm just going to map out where I want my bottom to be. Remember, you can always cut more, so start less, and then if you want more, you can add more later. And just cut along that chalk line, and there's your scoop bottom. Now these extra cuts are just additional if you want. Folding in half really anywhere along the fabric, fold in half and just cut some slits about a ½ inch apart. And then you're just going to open the shirt up a little bit more, add a little bit more frill and fun to it if you want, of course. And then always pull to make those slits open a little bit more. I'm going to do the same along the bottom. Whenever you do this, you want to make sure that you only have the front of the shirt or the back of the shirt. You don't want both pieces of the shirt. Otherwise, you're going to be cutting those slits in both sides. With the sleeves, I'm going to make some mock chains. So I'm going to take one of the sleeves and just cut 3 pieces of fabric, taking out that hemmed part and lengthening them out, connecting them with a safety pin or a paper clip, whatever you want. And then I'm going to just stretch and pull the fabric and braid it all the way down. And make sure that your braid is pretty tight so it kind of looks like a fake chain. Once you're done braiding the fabric all the way down, you're going to take a safety pin and pin it to the insides of the side of the shirt, both front and back, or you can just tie it to the front slit of the shirt and make an extra slit in the back and tie it to that. And then it kind of looks like you have a chain attached to your shirt. And I'm going to do this with both sleeves so I have 2 chains by the end of the look.